Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. So today we're gonna print out some cogs on the laser printer or cutter, or whatever you want to call it. So I have some cogs and I know you probably can't see them, but they're on the screen. So like if I click on one of them here, I can change the size of it, or I can make more of them by holding down Control and then C and V at this, Control C V. And then I can get copies of them and move them around wherever I want them. I've got them kind of all over here, and I know they're hard to see, but we're going to print them and then you'll be able to see them better. So it's all ready to go. It says it's going to take 4 minutes and 26 seconds. So I'm going to move down to the Glowforge so you guys can see what I'm actually cutting. I have a piece of my rust and numbers paper in there, so I went ahead and started it, and it will start cutting out the cogs. This was a file that I bought from Etsy. I did not make these cogs, and I'll leave a link to that in case you have a Cricut or something like that. Sorry, it's like really close to us right now. But you can see when it moves away a little that it is cutting the cogs. There you go. And it's kind of all sawdusty looking because my husband cut wood again this weekend, so it pretty much has to be cleaned off every time, and the glass gets all foggy. I did clean off the glass, but he gets to clean the rest of it because that's sort of, I'm kind of scared to mess with it very much because I don't want to ruin it, But anyways, yeah, so I thought it would be fun to get some cogs, and I got these because Carol Laws is using my rust and numbers digi, and she was talking about how fun the cogs are. She has cogs that she cuts with her die cut machine, like her Big Shot, and I don't have any dies like that, so I thought it would be fun to do it with the Glowforge. And I like cutting this on my rust and numbers digi because they come out pretty cool looking. Look at that. And I don't have to try to make them look rusty. Sorry, I'm trying to catch some of it here. And I did kind of spread them out far, but it's hard to tell with the little cogs how close they're going to be together. It's definitely still a learning situation for me, but it is fun. And if I buy files, it's a lot easier to do. I don't have any trouble when I buy files. Making my own files is another story. I'm still working on the lines. Somebody asked for lines, and I am still working on that. Like to put on the back of the tag or whatever. I've just been busy doing a lot of other stuff too, so I got doing those hearts for Valentine's Day, and so I haven't had a chance to play a whole lot with this. Now it's cutting 2 cogs right close to each other. And that's how the file was set up. I just copied to make all the little ones that are around everywhere. So it says we have 1 minute and 25 seconds left. I'm just going to move here for a second. Sorry. Start to fall asleep. I would have got my table, but I guess eventually I'll get something for it. We're going to end up getting our windows before we ever get a table. Sorry, there's a glare from my window that's right above this. There we go. It's a little better. brass cog. Yeah, my husband cut out a whole map this weekend and it came out pretty cool. So, okay, I'm going to stop there and I'm going to go to my regular camera. I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are, and I have another one here that I cut earlier, and I punched out one of those cogs already. I'm not going to punch all these out because obviously that's way boring to watch, but I just wanted to show you a little bit better view, and maybe you could see them a little better. So some of them, like, I'm getting the center out of that, sorry, but there's one of the little cogs. And then this one, I would keep, I would punch out that middle one and keep that little one to glue down to whatever I decide to glue it to, so I'm kind of just leaving it together at the moment, because otherwise you kind of lose that whole part. Like this one, the whole middle is out of it. I mean, it's fine, it still works great because it's still got all the little cogs, but anyhow, so what we're going to do today, I thought, is one of those, see, I saved this, so, or I didn't really save it, I have it, but then I can glue that down if I want to, whatever. Or even this piece you could have as like a, that's almost the size of like a tag, one of those hole reinforcers, so that could be used like that even. So I'm going to set these aside a little. I thought we could do one of the envelopes like everybody's doing from Rachel's challenge, and I haven't been doing Rachel's challenge just because I've been doing other things, but I thought it might be fun to go ahead and do one of those, and I know you guys are probably tired of watching people do those, but that's kind of just what I had planned today because I wanted to make one for my the journal that I'm working on, the Rest in Numbers journal. So basically what I'm going to do, and I'm just going to kind of do it my own way. It may be a little bit different. It may be pretty close to the same. I watched Gail do it and Rachel and everybody, but you know, everybody's got kind of their own take on it or whatever. So I really don't want this super tall. Oops, I don't want to cut the window. Ooh, I almost cut the window. Oh, darn it. I wonder if I can still do that. I just don't know how I would cover that. I wasn't even thinking when I cut that. Here, let's use this one. And if I get far enough to do another one, I'll grab another one. I'll use that one for something else. I kind of just want it like 7.5. I don't want it any taller than that because I just think that's going to get to be too tall. I'm just going to trim a little off of here, so maybe 7.25. And then this whole piece is going to come off right here because you just end up having the flap and you know, the window part. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. Okay, so we'll try to get one of these made. I know I probably won't get that many made, and oh yeah, time-wise, yeah, we'll just get as close as we can to 45 minutes. I'm not going to worry a whole lot about it. I know that Rachel isn't super stickler on loads of rules or anything, so I'll just do my best. It's just fun to do it, and I really wanted one of these for my journal I'm working on and my idea book. So if nothing else, I want to make, you know, just this part to put in my idea book. So I have that. So let's see how we do here today. And this one is like just over 4. So I'm just going to kind of, I'm going to go to 4.5 because I know I'm going to have to tear a tiny bit off of that front end too. So maybe I'll do that first very carefully because it has that hole in the middle already. So I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a pretty good day. Just been trying to get some stuff done around here, around at the grocery store, all that kind of stuff, because well, my husband, for you guys, he'll be having surgery today, but for me, it's Wednesday, not Thursday, so I'm filming this on Wednesday. But I thank you for all your kind wishes. It's not, you know, a super serious surgery. it's a nasal surgery, so that's what he's having done. So that's good, but it's just always, I just don't like anybody in my family having anything like that because it terrifies me. But he works in it every day, you know, and it doesn't really faze him, so that's good. It's real good. So anyways, he's like fine with it, but I'm just a ding-a-ling. So that's my natural state of being, I think, is to worry. So that's what I do. So these are in my number 10 envelope covers, digital. There's all different like designs and stuff in there. I was just trying to use my digis to just give you a little bit of variety, so hopefully there was something that would work for whatever. And as you'll notice, this isn't the rest of numbers. This is from my Fern digital, and so Fern paper and ferns, but it'll work great for this, so I'm not, you know, I'm fine with that. And I never get these totally straight, but the idea is that you at least have the window on here so that you can just makes it a little bit easier to collage or whatever than if you didn't have it. And I'm actually going to go ahead and tear a little bit more off of that because I tore it crooked. And I'll just add something else down at the bottom. Getting around the window is really the big thing for me anyway, because I would struggle with that. And then especially when you're double siding it, like putting something on the back too, these work great because then you can line it up a little bit better than you can if it's just, you know, some paper that you tore or whatever. It's just really hard to get it all lined up and looking right. Oh, I always forget there's that plastic all the way around in here. And once I get all the paper glued down, I'll probably wipe off the, you know, this plastic, the acetate, so that it's not all icky looking. But that definitely helps. And then I also go on the inside of this because it may show on the other side of the window. I mean, you hope that it's, you know, covers it pretty good, but I don't cut perfect, so I know that I may have like a little strip somewhere that shows, and I don't want it to be really white, so I go ahead and do the back too. If that makes sense. I hope it does. So yeah, these are fun to play with, and you can tear them however and add stuff to them. And I mainly did kind of background type pieces so that you can add to it or whatever you want. I'm saying whatever a lot today, sorry. Oh no, my blue's almost gone. I have more, but I didn't realize that it was almost gone. Alright, so I really just want to line up mostly with the window, and then everything else can be trimmed or whatever else needs to be done. The windows is the key. I feel like I'm not lined up very well here. I need to get lined up with the side more. So yeah, it would be good to come up with something for the Glowforge, or, you know, like an SVG file of envelope template kind of thing to cut out those, because that would be handy to have. Somebody mentioned that not too long ago. So there's lots of things that can be done if I had time to do them all, right? It's like somebody mentioned doing Patreon, and it's like, oh my gosh, I can't even keep up with all the stuff I have to do now. I don't think I could do Patreon and keep up. I don't know how Gail does it. She's like Wonder Woman or something. She amazes me how she can do so much, because like I can't get any more done really than what I already do. I just got some ink, some of that alcohol ink on this, because I was playing around with alcohol inks yesterday. So I'm just going to go ahead and use these because they're nice old pages and they look cool with the ink on them. So yeah, she's seriously Wonder Woman, I think, because I can't keep up as it is. I'm just going to take this all the way over. Yeah, that side's even cooler, but the problem is, well, I guess I could do it that way. Maybe I will. Yeah, she just can get a lot done. Well, she's super organized. That helps. I struggle a little bit with that. Like, there's some things I'm organized with and others I'm not so much. And so my time is probably where I'm the worst. I just really not great with that. So anyways, but yeah, I know Patreon's great. I just can't. I want to be accessible to everybody that, you know, wants to watch, and I know a lot of people can't afford that, and I think if I went to Patreon I would have to do that kind of exclusively. Like, that's all I'd be able to do, really. I don't think I'd be able to do as many YouTube videos as I do now. So this chest set is cool on here, so I think I'm just going to take this piece of dictionary and glue it on there, and we'll trim it wherever. But yeah, so I'm going to just tear off a little bit more, just so I don't have to have glue in so many places. And I am still going to try to do like some teachable type videos if people are interested in that. So that's another project that I've got going this year. So I don't think Patreon is in the cards at the moment. Oh, I wanted to try to make this a rounded corner, and I know I'm not going to do a stellar job, but I'm going to just round it a little bit so it sort of at least maybe matches this side, this corner. And these are the self-adhesive ones. Oh, we're supposed to make a pocket on here, huh? I forgot about that. I didn't need to cut all that off. We might just have to add a pocket instead. I totally forgot about that. Okay, well, we'll just add a pocket. That'll be the best way to do that. And then I got another piece here. And I'm just going to, again, tear a very thin bit off. Okay, got it. So what was it? That's pretty much the size I need, I guess, to get right in there. And this drives me crazy because of that blue. So I'm going to take a little bit of book page and cut cover up some of this. This flap will be on a page, so I'm not going to worry a whole ton about the flap, other than I don't want to see the edge of it. Let's do a little bit this, I guess. I've got some of those around here. Just going to tear this off. And I'll just put these on here just to cover that up so that we don't see it at all. I know that will make it harder to fold on the crease there, but I just really don't want to see that blue on there. Forgot about the pocket, darn it. I hate it when I do that stuff. So leave your envelope long and then fold it and don't lose your pocket there like a dingling. Oh, I do need to tear this a tiny bit though, because I wanted that other side torn. So, oh, it is torn, isn't it? Yeah. And then top-wise, oh, I tore that too skinny. I'm doing a really good job, aren't I? I'll do a better job than I did, Jiminy. So I'm going to have to put something along there too. It's getting all flickery weird, sorry. Hopefully it won't make it quit. So now we're going to have to put a little book page over there too. Maybe I'll just go ahead and use the words. I'm going to tear it smaller than, you know, it's not going to go right up against the window because then we'll have the same problem that we would have had otherwise. So I'm just going to do some little strips to go there to cover up that blue. If it wasn't blue, I wouldn't worry about it and I would just ink it, you know. But, okay, well, I'm going to have one of those days until we'll be lucky to get one done in 45 minutes, huh? Old book pages. Fragile. Oh, my daughter was in here today working on her, that sculpture thing again. That's coming out cool. I'll show you guys when it's done. She's supposed to name it, and so we're like scoliosis because it kind of looked like a curved spine. I think it was my husband that came up with that. But, and then, I might have mentioned that to you guys before. And then she's like, man, Denny's everywhere in this book, because she's using a book page to cover it, you know. And I said, oh, there you go, you could name it Denny. So then she's laughing. Yeah, Denny, that's so funny. Because she was talking about, I don't know what to name it. I said, I know a lot of people that are artistic or, you know, come up with all these cool names and like, you know, I don't know, stuff like that. And she's like, yeah, I'm not good at that. And I said, well, just, if your professor asks why it's Denny, just tell him, you need to look at the piece to find the answers to why its name is Denny. Just study the piece until you figure out why I named it Denny. I don't want to fold that yet, but I guess I can use it again in a minute once it dries. I just don't want this to stick to it. like it's got some deep meaning why its name is Denny, you know. She's like, this whole chapter must be about Denny. And if you've never heard of the term scoliosis, I think probably a lot of people have. I just don't want to leave people out. It's curvature of the spine. That's what that means. And we were laughing about how it kind of looks like a spine or something, like a weird. Okay. So there is that. That was way more difficult than it ever should have been, but we got it. Here I was thinking, oh, this will be super easy with the envelope covers. Okay, now if I can figure out where the fold is. It's there, about there is what I'm going with. Probably wait till it's totally dry before I do that, but I didn't, so. Okay, and then the rest of it I'm not even going to worry about because it's going to you know, be hooked to the page, so that's fine. And then we got to put a pocket in. So I think I'm going to cut this off about right here, which is where I'm thinking the pocket will go to, because we don't need this on here for that part. At least I think that's how Rachel and Gail did it. I'm not really positive about that. Because you know how you watch and you get the gist and then it's like, oh yeah, I'll make one of those. And maybe I'll use this rusty colored paper to make a pocket. I want it kind of right at that window. I don't want it any more than that. And I'm going to use my cutter because otherwise it'll be all crooked. Yeah, I won't even probably get the tag to go in it then. What Rachel got about 3 or something? Gal got 2. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to compete with that. Okay. It's all in fun anyhow. Put a notch. Somebody was saying mark on the plastic here, the line where you want it to go to. It was like brilliant. Like, thank you so much. I am such a dingling. I don't know why I didn't think of anything like that. But that's brilliant. So I need to do that. Okay, so we're just going to glue that down like that. And I don't know if I did this right or wrong, but anyway, that's the way I'm doing it. Yeah, it'd be a lot better to remember to fold your envelope up instead of cutting it off, right? Really just wanted to stay with me. Okay, so I think I'll turn it over and decorate it a little bit here with some of our cogs and things. And maybe I can use one of the Tim Holtz people. It was Carol Laws who said she used the cogs and set one of those guys that's sitting down on it, and it worked good. It was like, oh, I need cogs. So I'm copying you, Carol. I hope it's okay. Put this one in the center somewhere. Okay, those tiny pieces and me are not friends. See, like even this guy with his arm out. And I know you'd kind of cover the window if I put him there, but yeah, and then there'd be that white back there. So maybe I don't want that one, even though I do like that. This guy's leaning. Yeah, I can already tell I like these cogs. It's a great idea. Because it's just really tricky to like, that one won't work. Figure out where to set stuff. I don't think I'm going to get this right either. I could trim it though. Like put it right under his foot there like that. And trim it. Something like that would probably work. I just like that one because it's a little bit bigger. Let me see what else I got in those. I think she said she used that one because she sat him on a cog. Could sit like on the center part of it. They might be too big, huh? I guess you do kind of need the littler ones for those size cogs anyways. Even littler one of that. Now let's see, let's get some more cogs here. So that one doesn't want to pop out for some reason. This is like a whole corner piece, which is kind of cool. Or it's a corner, yeah. Because they're not entirely separated. I didn't cut this one out with you guys. It's just one that's in that SVG file, which is what you need for a lot of those cutters, you know, like Cricuts or the Glowforge, Silhouette. It has to be an SVG file. It won't work with just a regular like PDF or JPEG. I don't really know why I'm spending my time popping this out because I won't get to use it really anyway. I just want one of these. It's funny, it like cuts some of them really well and other ones it doesn't want to pop out as easy. Yeah, I think I'll probably use this little one because it just fits better. I do like this one, but he's like the wrong direction. If it was his other hand out, that would work better. Sorry, I should have done this, but I wanted you guys to see the printing of them. I just like pushed them all right back to their spot. I like his arm in that. And then make it so his foot is just like right under there. Yeah, I like that, the way that looks. So I'm going to ink those a little bit. This is going to be one of those tricky build it around him kind of things. I'm not going to get super technical here on this. I just want to get if there's any real white type spots that need to be covered. Okay, let's see what we can do here. This little guy needs to get my ink. Okay, I'm probably mainly going to use this. So let's see, if I put him out there. Put that one there. So I'm just going to kind of lift it where it's at and put some glue on the back of it. Nope, seriously. And I'm going to get glue on its butt. Okay. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, and if you know it, then you should probably do it that way. Because Dingy is my middle name, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I'm going to just come like that, because it needs another cog to bring this one up here more, I think. Because that wasn't, they weren't meeting, so to speak. Yeah, I think that'll work fine. Like that, so this one did not get inked. That way. Okay. The things we do, right? It's sort of ridiculous. So this needs to be, you don't want it in that little window. And then this in the center. Sorry, big old airplane or something flying over, helicopter. We don't generally have that, but there is a air base in our area, so every once in a while you hear them. Oh my gosh, it's like shaking the whole floor. I mean, it's a ways from here, but I know they do fly in here from time to time. I didn't even do that one, did I? But we're gonna go like this sort of thing, I think, so we can keep having more. So that one didn't get inked. Oh, it did. Okay, never mind, I lied. It was the first one I did, huh? Now I remember once I see it. Thank you, you guys, really so much for all your kind wishes. Again, I do appreciate it so, so, so much. You guys are so supportive and just awesome to me. So appreciate that. Hey, girl. Do you have any more homework? Got to babysit this evening. Pretty good. She has a couple of kids in our neighborhood that she watches and loves, so she's always excited when she gets to do that. Alright, that's gonna go there. I'm wondering, do I need another one like next to him here, maybe? Hey, look at that, even is cool. Cut out of there. This one's kind of cool looking with all the little holes, circles. Yeah, some of them are much more stuck than others. I definitely like them cut out of this paper though, because I was like, how am I going to make them look like if I just cut them out of something? How am I going to make them look like Cogs, old Cogs or something? I mean, I'm sure there's ways, but it's a lot easier to just have them out of that paper and then okay. And I do back or ink from the back on a lot of these things with a lot of holes because it will show at the front of the hole, and that also works for like the Tim Holtz people really well, because then you're not like inking all over their face or something, but you're still getting like the sides and stuff. So that's why I do that. If you're going, why on earth are you inking the back and then just covering it or sticking it down or whatever? That's why I do that. Okay, I feel like it needs just, I really like this one right here. I think I can probably separate those. They're not like, yeah, come apart pretty easy. Tricky to figure out how to have it look like it will turn it. I didn't even get him glued down yet, did I? We met with Theron's, or a counselor at one of the colleges in the area, and so he is going to start. He's going to finish up high school basically this summer, and then next year he'll just have like a couple of classes at the high school, and then he'll start college, and he's going to try to get his associate's degree. I'm like, I don't know, you're going to be taking like 18 credits. That's a lot. But he thinks he can do it, so we'll see. If not, he can finish it that first year. By his first fall in college, he'll be done. So either way, it's not like the end of the world if he doesn't get it before high school's over. could graduate with a sister, though. She wasn't happy about that yesterday. It's like, if he does that, you could graduate with me. I'm like, yep. She could have too, but she, you know, liked band, so that kind of used up all of her time, which is fine. That was her thing, so. Yeah, those are fun, Carol, having cogs. That's a great, I don't know why I never had them before, but I didn't. Okay, so it's 41 minutes it took me to do. I mean, I did have a few minutes with the Glowforge and that, but yeah, so. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and stop with one, and then I'll just make one, you know, just the flap itself to go in there, and then I need to make a tag to go in the pocket. But those are super fun, and I hope you liked seeing the tags getting cut out. So I hope you guys have an awesome day, and we will talk again soon. I'm not sure if I'll be have anything for Friday, and I won't for Saturday or Sunday, but hopefully by Monday I'll be back. So I love you guys. Take care. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye now.